Hey guys, welcome to Kipoerneke's Corner. I'm back over in Watcher of Realms, and I see there's this shard summon starts. Notice here. It says the shard summon event is on. Participate in Oracle's trial to earn shards and summon Thunkles, an epic hero from the cursed cult via summon shard summon. Requirements. You have to have your account up for at least 3 days. The duration of this event is from the 15th through the 30th. And then reward redemption is going to be at the end of the month, going into the first day of next month. So it says obtain Thungle's shard times 75 during the event to summon Thungles. During the reward redemption phase, commanders can summon Thungles with enough shards, but will not be able to obtain more Thungles shards from the events. Please keep an eye on the event duration. So that's pretty interesting. That starts on the 15th, which is in 3 days. There's a bunch of other events going on, primarily the normal things you'll see: the Duel of Champions, Tales of the Smith, Brave Conquest, Quarter of Glory, and Spiritual Altar are all coming up. And then various Oracle Trials, of course, to go along with the Thunkles summoning. So that's neat. I see weekend card pool preview. Crazy summoning starts. Your account must have been created for at least 4 days for that one, and you have to have gotten through stage in 1-9. And then for that, the top drop rates for all legendary heroes and Invocation of Spirits and Divine Summoning are doubled. Special summoning event will also be going on. These are both on the 13th, so that starts tomorrow. Account has to have been created for at least 4 days, have to have completed campaign stage in 1-9. And it says during the event, the base drop rates for heroes of the same rarity will remain the same. However, the drop rate following heroes in Invocation of Spirits and Divine Summoning will be 20 times the original rates. And it's Lucius. That's that guy with the, I see him all the time in Arena. He reminds me of Jonah Hex rather, from the comic books. But, he does, it seems like he maybe does a lot of damage. I'm not really sure. I don't have him myself. Um, he has some interesting keywords in his ultimate, so I would like to look into him at some point. The other one is Xeris. You see Xeris in the arena fairly regularly as well. I think I see Lucius more often. Cody says, dang, early stream today. Was just about to watch last night's stream, lol. By the way, I miss seeing you push clan boss. I feel like we haven't seen you push that in a while, lol. The dragon, yeah, I know, I've just been doing the auto attacks on it. It's like I haven't had any time to redo any of the auto attack things on like anything in a while. I've just been like, I'm managing to do dailies, and maybe I can clear like a little bit of something, but it's primarily just been dailies lately. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that soon. I have a little bit of time this morning, so I was actually planning to perhaps go into the Immortal Codex and see if I could do something there, but we'll see. But I did want to look at what's going on in the weekend card pool preview here. So, hey, Ojo, it's been a little while, man. All right, so the this event here, the special summoning event. So the way it works is your rates of getting legendary and epics don't change. So you're still going to get a legendary slot if you were going to anyway, or you're still going to get an epic slot if you were going to anyway, but you don't have increased chances of getting those slots. But when you do hit one of those, your chances of it being Lucius or Xeris, if it's a legendary slot, have gone, they're like 20 times as likely to be them as to be someone else. And the same for the epics. If you hit that epic slot, then your chances that it will be Mari, Livian, or Hollow goes up by 20. I already have Mari. I think I already have all of the epic heroes from that, but I don't have either of the legendary heroes. Um, I don't know. I don't know how great they are. It feels like Lucius, from what I read of his ultimate, would be good in certain circumstances. He would be tremendous. But I don't really know what those circumstances are. I would have to have access to his, and of course I could go to the gallery and look at him. But barring doing that, I don't know exactly what he does. Just what I've seen there. Let's see here. Cody says, I'd skip this weekend's banner because of the Wan Yu banner with a pick your own champ with him. OJ is also hyped for Guan Yu. I still haven't seen anything about this Guan Yu. I've heard you guys talk about him. I don't know if he'll be like, where is that mentioned? Is he going to be here in the game news? Is it this Martial Guards God's Tale here? Is this? Yeah, there we go. Hero Showcase right there. All right, Hall of Fame Guan Yu. Let's check him out. The Crescent Blade. I don't know that I'm interested in watching the. I guess we could watch the. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer. I'm not a big trailer watcher, but let's see if this. Ah, no, it wants to open it in another window. Well, yeah, I don't know that I want to necessarily do all that. All right. So I'm not really interested in the trailer anyway. What I really want to see is his stats. Like, how can we find that out? Is that is there a way to do that, or would we just see like some kind of visual? You know, here he is. He's big and bad thing. You know. OJ's asking who Cody's going to choose as his hero. Choosing Valise, maybe the night dude from the last banner. Or Bubba. Bubba is Beelzebub, by the way. That's just what they've taught me previously. The not dude from the last banner. Would that be Knight Arlott? Is that what you're referring to? I didn't get him. I tried to get him, but could not do it. Unfortunately. Alright. We have a hero's visit, apparently. It's Hot Suit. Savagely beautiful. This immortal sharpshooter's out for blood. Her whirling ultimate is catastrophic. She is pretty catastrophic. I've seen her in Arena a number of times. And she's high DPS, there's no doubt about it. Now, I don't know if it's one of those things that diminishes over time or if it's just solid, because I haven't seen her out for long enough to know that. But it's pretty cool. Cody says game news and scroll down for the event news. Okay, hold on. Let's try that. See if we can find that somewhere. Still not great at this whole navigation business. I think I found it. All right. So game news, and we scroll down for event news. He says, Oh, on this maybe. Okay. All right. Guan Yu has auspicious wind. It looks like release date is on the 16th, so that's 4 days from now. Obtained for free from the event shop. It says. Celestial Order Pretus. I think that's his new skin. I had seen that he was going to have a new skin. And then the Infernal Golem Rocks. I don't know if that's a new skin. Possibly. I do have rocks. I don't have Pretus. I tried to get him one day. Was unable to. Alright. Summoning Stone Skin. Fortune's Flow. Okay, that's for your stone in the camp, I think, probably. I'm not sure. It says, I guess it's just the picture shown here is what your skin can be for your rock. I think I still have a Christmas tree because I'm cool like that. I take my Christmas tree down never. Alright, we got Skybound Sovereign. I guess that's another rock decoration with a little dragon around the rock. We got Smog there, I think. And I'm feeling Smogish, but like if Smog was Chinese, I know that a lot of people call him Smaug because they watched the movie, but I'm old school and I call him Smog, which is, smoke, right? I mean, smoke makes smog, makes sense, right? All right, time limited summoning events. Event period 320 to 323. And so I assume that's during the time, or that'll be the time during which we can do that. I see that it's a dude on a horse. And it has Neza to the left, and it has somebody else with horns to the right. Not sure who that is. So I assume that those will be others you can summon along with Guan Yu. That's just a guess entirely. Time limited raid up for Chaotic Nightmare, Fighter Sergei, and Chaotic Lord Valderon. Valderon I see often in the arena. And he seems to be pretty dang good in arena. Let's see. OJ says that Pretus skin is nice. I think it doesn't do much as far as any like mechanics go. All of them seem to kind of do the same thing as far as I can tell. Like you get a skin for one of your guys and it always has the same effect as all the other skins. Just from the ones that I've seen so far. Cody says you can pick any champ from normal pool with Guan Yu. Oh, that's cool. You can pick anyone from normal pool beyond the banner. Basically just cosmetic, but it looks cool. Yeah, there's a little bit of a bonus. That's why I've used it. So I have like the Wrath skin because there's like a tiny bonus, but pretty much it just looks different. And so I I don't know, maybe I'm not sure what the advantage there would be. Maybe you can see him better. I'm not really sure. Okay, we've got Martial Gods Gala. Log in during the event to claim the Summoning Stone Skin Fortune's Flow and an event exclusive avatar for free. Shard Summon. Join the event to win hero shards. Collect enough shards to summon Thunkles. Well, that seems fun. Thunkles looks very similar to Gluttony to me. He's got the same basic body style going on. And then he's got some kind of a large club in his hand. Can't really see much about it. Okay, server rewards during the event will send an event exclusive emote and rare summoning pistols to all commanders via mail. Well, that seems good. You're gonna have an Abyssal Derby. Now we did the Abyssal Derby before. You're basically racing horses and jumping hurdles with that. Scroll exploration. I think that's the one where you're just clicking things and getting rewards for it. And then the Martial Gods sign in. That's going to be every day you can click and get some kind of prize. Mortius Excavation. That's another one where you're just clicking and it's sort of to an extent a luck thing. You all have the opportunity to get the same things, but it's a matter of how many times you have to click to get there. Fishing Master. Now I don't know what Fishing Master is. I'm not sure if I've done it before. We've got Engraver's Exhibition over here, and that's the one where you make the patterns with the Engraver's rings. Quest Forerunner. That I don't know. I don't know what the Quest Forerunner is. Mysterious event will be revealed soon. Please stay tuned. Events and rewards are subject to in-game announcements. Well, that's cool. No mystery. Who knows? Could be anything. You've got a little soulstone there, though, looks like, right? Interesting. Cody says the skins also change skill animations for the bigger skins. Okay. So if you've learned to recognize your skill animation, you can confuse yourself by getting a new one. All right, cool. Harbor Master has 30 buttercream mushrooms and 30 jumbo spinach. And then we'll go set sail again to try to get some of that birch sap. We need some soon enough. Better check route before he switches. He doesn't have anything interesting, so I won't do anything there. And I guess I better get the stuff out of the mine so that we can start getting things. Looks like it is still actually excavating. So, okay, 19,850 coins, 16,800 XP potions, 77 stamina. 4 diamonds, 2 arena permits, 4 auto fight chances, 21 mithril, and then we got a few boxes. Let's see what's in those boxes. Looks like it is 2 insignia of melee attack 2s, 1 insignia of marksman 1, and 2 insignia of mages 3 in there. And then out of there, and I'm going to start some background fights because I have plenty of stamina to do that with. So let's just go to stage 18, max out whatever this is, and get that going in the background. And then I'll come over here, and I better do an arena because those arena permits won't refresh unless we get them down below the amount that is the max for us, which is 5. So we got 12 arena coins from defending against other players while we were gone. Looks like the current challenge is the anti-air DPS. The team claims to have 382,536 BP. I seriously doubt that that's accurate because I haven't updated it recently enough. So let's go against Mr. Matthew at 355,570 BP for his team. Let's check and see what his monsters are. They're 387,457. So he has somebody on the team who's just a little bit better than his compatriots, but we'll see. It looks like he has Pretus. That looks like Edril. I think that's like skin number 2. Then there's that spider guy. It might be Ezrath. I'm not really sure. I don't think so. Alright. They threw out Edril, who has limitless shots. During the skill effect, each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to one enemy, each dealing 80% damage. lasting for 25 seconds. During the ultimate, the hero's attack range becomes unlimited and her attacks no longer prioritize airborne units. Then, after that, they've stuck out Silas. He's pretty good. He has Shadow Cloak. Damage increases by 70%, and each attack becomes soul sniping. It ignores the defense and magic resistance of the target for 15 seconds. Now, I've noticed that Idril has disappeared, but they've put out Alara down here. Alara has Burst Strike. When triggered, loses invisibility. Each attack changes to 2 consecutive strikes, and damage to airborne units is, something. Something happens. Damage to airborne units. So that was Mr. Matthew with 355,000, let's see, 355,570 BP. Topping the damage was Arrogance at 1,800,860, followed by Idril at 1,045,490. Interesting. Okay, and then Silas at 897,556. Cool. We got 3 arena coins for that fight. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, Cody says it's most likely going to be a free unlimited soul stone for everyone, but it also could be something else. Cody says one of the dudes is level 76 with an A5 Pope. I don't know what that means. Maybe talking about level 76. Okay, so that's the one that we just fought. A5 Pope must mean this Pretus here. I assume we're talking about Pretus. Arena's a mess right now, says OJ. Cody says facts very tough. I was hit Overlord pretty regularly, but I've got to try hard for it nowadays. I'm hitting Overlord. Okay. Yeah, we'll refresh. Well, alright, so the thing is I need to redo my team, definitely. Because I think it said, I don't know, I have 370-something thousand BP in reality on this team. Whereas, you know, it looks like it's 382. That's because my gear has changed and things like that, and I just haven't, I haven't reset it. So I definitely need to reset my team. Now, here's one with 23,411. One would think that maybe I could possibly handle that. We'll see. Who knows? It is someone from Russia. They have a name. Their name is not pronounceable to me because I don't read Cyrillic. I mean, maybe someday, but not today. Yeah, the team here is a little interesting, so I don't know. So that's this person. They've got Beirut, Aona, Camille. Let's see. So they started with throwing out Brienne. She has multi-shot. Shoots 6 waves of arrows, each wave attacking up to 5 enemies and dealing 120% AoE damage. Airborne units take extra damage. It did not quite kill their mosquito. Close, but no cigar. And here we have, well, I think that was Aona. Alright, so we did manage to beat the dude with only 23,411 BP. Yay. Feeling a little like a bully here, but Arrogance has 230,276 BP, and Brienne got 18,102. And I said BP, but I meant damage. That's alright, you all knew what I meant. You're with it. Alright, I got 3 arena coins and 5 auto fight attempts for that battle. OJ is in lurk mode washing some dishes, and Cody says, I believe they just had a dev insight and they're possibly taking all the dead accounts out of Arena. Interesting. I wonder how they would determine if they would just be like, by the last time they logged in, I would assume. Okay, now we have Fig Boarhead. Fig Boarhead at 355,676 BP. I think we can, you know, give it a go anyway. Let's see what happens. So we have 372,745 on the actual team that was set up here. Alright, first person they threw out is Silas. It's a common opening I've noticed. Looks like he has Shadow Cloak, damage increases by 80%, and each attack becomes soul snuffing that ignores the defense and magic resistance of the target for 20 seconds. Following that, we've got Neza. Neza has Red Lotus Revenge. When activated, increases attack by 60% and expands attack range to create Windfire Whirl, lasting for 30 seconds. When the ultimate ends, deals up to 300% AoE damage to up to 10 enemy targets in range based on the number of weapon switches performed during the ultimate. I am very curious about the weapon switch thing. Someday when I get Neza, I'm going to figure out what that is. Alright, here's Vorn. Vorn has Unshackled Frenzy. Dispels up to one buff from the target. Then, basic attack turns into 3 consecutive strikes, dealing 3 instances of 90% damage and inflicting 2 types of poison on the target. For each stack of poison on the target, increases damage dealt by 1% up to a 30% increase. Now they've stuck out Erlong Shin. Erlong Shin seems to be well used here as well. Erlong Shin has Third Eye, inflicts Heaven's Gaze on up to 3 enemy targets in range. During this effect, increases max HP and attack by 15%. Each basic attack alternately deals 20% extra damage or inflicts 1 stack of poison, I think it said. Sounds good. So that was Fig Boarhead with 355,676 BP. And the stats show that topping the damage was Neza, as anticipated, at 3,636,610 BP. Followed by, actually it's really close between Silas, Arrogance, and Cetrum on what comes next. Arrogance barely gets that, then Silas, and then Cetrum. But yeah, that's kind of the order of that. We got 3 arena coins for that battle. Now let's come see. I've got 4 out of 5 possible arena permits left, and nobody else who I even have a significant chance against. Closest I could come would be Corbin Dallas, and that's a little out of my league. It's 30,000 more BP than what my team shows, and more like 40,000 the reality. All right, so you hop out of here and check on Boru again, because he has refreshed. He does not have anything I'm interested in, however. Alright. I'm going to come over to the hero's visit over here. It's Hotsuit. Hotsuit says, you tread the thin line of death, but courtesy of the Nether God, I grant you a singular chance. Offer what I seek, or embrace eternal obscurity. The choice rests in your hands. The ominous arrows lost in the mortal realm will unleash countless chaos. Retrieve them swiftly and suppress the chaos before it spreads further. Cody says, Neza does weapon switching from basically an AoE weapon to a single target weapon, and he just keeps swapping when attacking. Ah, cool. That's interesting. Alright, this says complete any stage of Insignia of Mages to have a chance of obtaining quest items. Well, that's doable. So we need 2 Hotsuit's arrows. So we'll just run them. How about we just do a quick clear and we do it, let's just do 2 of them. Well, or apparently 1 of them, because that's, I've already got some Gear Stage 2s running in the background. You know what I'll do? I'll come out and end those, and then we can come back in and get these things that we need. So, for the background fights, we got 32,340 gold, 5,250 XP potions, a little variety of gear, 1 of these Arcanum crystals, 160 Vault in the Sands trophies, and 160 Fade Conquest points. Alright, now, back over to the Hotsuit Hero's visit. Click go, and then we're gonna do, let's do 2 quick clears, and see if we get what we need here. Definitely did not. So let's try a couple more. We got 20 insignia, 20 of each with the insignias, 1,638 gold, 1,260 XP potions. Let's try that again. We're going to quick clear twice. And we did get one of the items that we needed here. So we got 2 mythic extracts, 1 hot suits arrows, 20 of each of the insignia of mages, 1,638 gold, and 1,260 hero XP potions. So now we can run them one at a time and try to get this last hot suits arrow that we need. Got 10 of each of the insignias, 819 gold, 630 XP. Right again. And we use one of the big potions that we have. And there is the other hot suits arrow that we need, plus 10 of each of the insignias, 819 gold, and 630 hero XP potions. Cody says, by the way, I can't believe you have over 900 quick clears. Yeah, I've been sort of saving them up. You can only use 20 a day. You get 10 a day for free, though, that you can use. And I try to use those because, you know, you can either use a quick clear that you got for free for the day, or you can use some auto fight attack or auto fight chances. And because you get 10 a day for the quick clears, I go ahead and try to use all 10 of them a day. I don't know, makes sense to me. You can use as many as you want a day, can you? I don't know. I've really only really used the 10, because if you click max, right? What? Okay, so right here under set quick clear attempts, it says 20 attempts left. So I assumed you can only use 20 a day. Is that not correct? Let's click this. All right. Quick clear consumes quick clear tickets and requires sufficient stamina for all battles. If the battle fails due to an error during quick clear, attempts will not be consumed and stamina will be fully refunded as in normal battles. Clear in 3-1 to unlock quick clear. So does it mean you can only do 20 at a time? Ah, okay. Cody says you can only use 20 at a time, not a day. Well, cool. So someday I can sit there and just blow a bunch of stamina and a bunch of quick clears and win an oracle trial, right? All right. But anyway, got that. Submit this. And, oh, hold on just a moment, folks. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I have returned. We've got 5 arena permits and 200 stamina here for that, which is cool. So Hotsuit says defilers who offended the Nether God have appeared in the west of Mosun. Send your loyal fighters and eradicate them all. And it's just a quick deploy mission, so we just throw some people in here. The weird part is, it doesn't take them away. So you've sent them out on this mission for 30 minutes, but you can still continue to use them. They're not in any way diminished, right? So you can use them in anything while they're apparently also out on this quest. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, let's see here. Cody says you can only use 20 at a time, not a day, as long as you have the stamina. OJ says I use them for gear dungeons. Cody says I've been meaning to tell you, but I haven't really caught a stream lately to actually say something. I use mine on basically everything. I love using them for faction trials. OJ says they make dailies go by much faster. Yeah, they do, yeah. And Brave Conquest if you're grinding for the quick 2 ancients. Okay, yeah, sure. It's all very doable. Alright, let's click out of there. And then, yeah, I've been using mine for the faction trials a lot of the time, especially for the basic one, right? And then if I have time to mess with the faction trial for the actual faction, then I'll do that. But otherwise, I'll just run normally a quick clear on it. Okay, let's look and see how long I have left. 34 seconds on Arena before it refreshes. So during that time, let's go check on the quests. We got clearing these stages 5 times today to give us 1 stamina potion sample and 2 lucky knives, and then spending 100 stamina today gives us another 2 lucky knives and 1 stamina potion sample. Participating in the arena 1 time gives us 2 more lucky knives and 5 quick cleared tickets, which we were just discussing. Obtaining 1 piece of gear from the gear raid gives us 2 more lucky knives and 5 quick cleared tickets. And just for signing in, we got 5,000 coins and 2 lucky knives. Cody says, by the way, OJ, what's your pulse looking like for Guan Yu? Asking how many he's got, I believe. Okay, so now we'll go back over to Arena where we can refresh this board of opponents, and looks like we've got Pokedan the Mon. Nice. Let's go for Pokedan the Mon. At 278,719. Now he has Rune Hollow, I noticed, and Rune Hollow is quite good. It seemed in my previous fights against Rune Hollow, he seems to be pretty dang good DPS, to be honest. We'll see how it goes, but that's what I've observed in previous fights. Apparently OJ has 37,000 gems. It's very good. Okay, so first he threw out Idril, who has limitless shots. During the skill effect, each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to 1 enemy, each dealing 80% damage, lasting for 25 seconds. During the ultimate, the hero's attack range becomes unlimited, and her attacks no longer prioritize airborne units. So then he stuck out Numera, who has Nature's Wrath. Immediately gains 2 extra Grimthorn spikes and rapidly launches all Grimthorn spikes to random enemies in range after charging for a short period. Each spike dealing 480% damage and inflicting 1 stack of poison. And now we have Rune Hollow up here, who has Bone Volley. Loads up to 20 Twin Strike Bolt. During basic attacks, increases damage of each Twin Strike Bolt fired by 85%. Ends invisibility 10 seconds after activating ultimate if Twin Strike Bolt still remains, and enters into invisibility again when all Twin Strike Bolt are exhausted. Okay, they have Pelagios up here. And I didn't get to see what Pelagios does. I've only seen Pelagios once before, so I was interested. But alas, alack. That was Pokedan the Mon with 278,719 BP. Top damage on the board was Cetrum at 1 million... No, sorry, Arrogance at 1,917,380, followed by Cetrum at 1,528,180. Now, notice though that Rune Hollow is just behind Cetrum, even though Rune Hollow came out late. He DPS'd Idril, who was out first. So he was only out for a little bit, and yet he's still out DPS'd Idril. He almost did as much as Setram did. He seems to be pretty good. All right, to close that. Cody says he's getting a buff soon as well. Cool. All right, so we got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that. Yeah, I tried to get Rune Hollow whenever he was on the banner, but unfortunately that just did not work out for me. Sad but true. All right, we've got Carnifex here. Carnifex has 345,658 BP. Oh yes, I forgot to mention Pokadan Naman was from the USA. Carnifex is from Croatia. Not often that you come across a Croatian, but here we are. Let's fight him. All right. Their monster BP is the same as their team BP. They've got Nezah, Yuri, Hatsuit. They got some heat, man. Idril, they got it all right there. This is going to be bad. All right. Let's see how it goes. First, they tossed out Hatsuit. Seems like a good first choice. She has Ghastly Burst. Deals damage to up to 5 enemies nearby, dealing 230% AoE damage every 0.3 seconds, lasting 4 seconds. They followed that up with Yuri over here, who has Needle of Torment. Deals 5 hits of 75% damage per second to 1 enemy target in range. When a target dies during the skill, gains 5% rage and targets 1 other enemy near the fallen target. Now they've tossed out Dao Chan. She has healer mode and DPS mode. They've thrown her into DPS mode, which you can tell by the red fog, I would say, that's around her. All right, now that's not who I wanted to click on. I'm trying to click on Nezah over here. So Nezah has Red Lotus Revenge. When activated, increases attack by 60% and expands attack range to create Windfire Whirl, lasting for 30 seconds. When the ultimate ends, deals up to 300% AoE damage to up to 10 enemy targets in range, based on the number of weapon switches performed during the ultimate. Okay, they've thrown out, I think this is Idril over here. Yes, it is. And of course, Idril has limitless shots. We know what that does, which is good because we just got defeated, so I can't read it to you. So that was Carnifex with 345,658 BP. Top damage was dealt by Yuri at 3,342,230. I'm going to point out once again that this repeats itself over and over, that Yuri is fairly consistently doing it's typically the highest DPS. So Hatsu came out first, Yuri came out next, but yet Yuri did more damage than Hatsu did. So it was Yuri, then Hatsu at 2,966,490. And then after that, it goes down to Arrogance at 2,770,050. And then Setram at 2,366,040. We got 3 arena coins for that, which is cool. Cody says, oh wait, it goes back. OJ had said I missed, oh wait, way back, all right. Cody did not get Rune Hollow either, but apparently skipped him. OJ missed Rune Hollow as well and didn't try hard to get him. Cody's excited about seeing Nezah's skin, and OJ likes Hatsuit very much. Cody says, Hatsuit, sadly, I got super late into my WR career, but still love her. She's super good. Yeah, I don't have her for sure. She helps so much in Gear Dungeon. Cody says Yuri is anti-air meta for Arena. OJ says Yuri's best for anti-air Arena except for Lady Alexandra. Cody says some people actually use her over Lady even if they have her. So I don't have either of those, and I don't know. Okay, I can't really weigh in. I don't feel like I may have seen Lady Alexandra somewhere, but I don't remember anything at all about her. If so, I see Yuri very often in the arena. And I see Hot Suit a lot too. I tried to get her before, but was unable to. Alright. So, over in the guild, we've got some things we can claim here. We've got guild quests, guild daily sign in. You know, maybe I should wait and no, never mind. I was thinking of the storyline, but I'm not anywhere close to getting to the next step of that, so I don't really have to worry about claiming things and getting in the way of being able to progress there. So we got 20 guild points, 20 guild activities, and guild activity tokens rather, and 2,000 gold there. We also have some things to claim from the Drake's Chasm. So Nightmare 3, we shall claim, looks like 4 gear recasting hammer shards and 2 primitive spirits. And then we also get 2 unpolished legendary soulstone shards and 1 carrion hound demon soldier. Alright, close that, go over to Nightmare 2, and here we have 150 diamonds and 12,000 XP potions. OJ says, I'm closing in on Lady Alexandra, almost 26,000 coins. Oh, so you can buy Lady Alexandra? Cody says, I want Cithra. I've seen Cithra in Arena, and it seems like she is pretty good. I don't know anything about her beyond what I've seen in Arena, so. Bought some ancients and the chat vocals and stuff, so still a little bit behind. Okay, so is there some way to get these guys that I'm unfamiliar with? How are you getting Lady Alexandra with coins? Or Cithra, for that matter. Is that something like in the store? If we go to the store, what can we see? Like, is this going to be something in one of these things I haven't really used yet, maybe? I did see that you can get these soulstones here. The only way to get Lady Alexandra is to farm 40,000 Apex coins. Okay, this is the Apex shop. Okay, so when it shows 40,000 Apex coins. Alright, I see this soulstone here. It's 50,000 coins for a soulstone. I assumed that these guys were skins. Wait, is it this one over here maybe? The one on the far left? Yeah, alright, cool. So you have to reach Platinum 3 in the arena, and then you can unlock Lady Alexandra. How does one get these Apex coins? Can be used to buy items in the Apex shop. I don't have any of those. I assume that maybe they come from the gear dungeons. Is this a gear dungeon thing? Apex coins? While I'm here, I'm going to head over to the arena shop and grab this huge stamina potion. And I will grab some... Well, you know, I think that's good enough for the moment. We'll just take that. Alright. Cody says Platinum 3 or higher, I believe. Maybe Platinum 2, can't remember to be honest. OJ says you have to be Platinum 3 or higher in arena to get Apex coins. Okay, I see. Makes sense. Let's go to the events tab, where we have the Brave Conquest reward of 1 huge stamina potion to claim. And let's see. We've got the Tales of the Smith coming up tomorrow, it looks like. And a lot of these things are going to start tomorrow, because it was from that list that I read off earlier. Treasure Hunt Celebration, however, is already on book. And we have 10 knives that we can throw at this board right here. So let's go ahead and try that. 200 stamina is the maximum reward for this level. It's the, I guess, the grand prize, you might say. So we've got the 200 stamina. We'll go ahead and head to the next one, because I don't think there's anything else interesting there. Bugajoa says it's an arena thing, and that's cool. That's cool. Confirmed, head to the next floor. Okay, so the cool thing on this floor is going to be 3 rare summoning crystals. Let's go ahead and get the 4 corners for fun. We got 5 epic skill dust, followed by 10 stamina. and then 2,000 gold, and 2,000 more gold. And then we have the 3 rare summoning crystals over there. So we'll head on to the next floor. We have 4 daggers left to throw, 4 knives left. I think they call it slashing knives. I didn't get a good look at that. Looked like a lot of coins and stuff. So the special reward of this floor is some epic skill dust. We've got 2,000 coins, 10 stamina, 5 epic skill dust, and then 5 more epic skill dust. And out of lucky knives for the moment. Let's get out of there, go over to the gold dragon pass, and we'll claim these real fast-ish. We logged into the game, which gives us 200 dragon tokens, spent 50 stamina, getting us another 200, then participated in the arena 1 time, which gives us yet another 200, leveling us up to 76, and cleared any stage 5 times, and that brings us up to 200 more gold dragon tokens. Now, we're level 76 at this point, and so all of our levels go into getting more of these XP potions. Over in this chest right here where it says extra bonus, after you hit level 70, every level after that you get 15,000 XP potions, and those will be sent to you after the event is over, which is in 1 day and 14 hours. So you do continue to get rewards even after you hit level 70. It's just in the form of XP potions. Alright, let's see. Let's go back. Speaking of arena stuff, how much longer do we have? We've got 40 seconds left before we can refresh over there. We still have 7 arena permits, so I'd like to get that down a little bit. Also, I need to use up some of the stamina so that it can be refreshing in the background. You know, you want to be gaining as much as possible during active times so that you're getting the best bang for your buck. And so, if you get it down below the maximum, then you know, you're using your time more wisely, in my opinion, that way. Alright. So, let's see. Let's go back over to quests, because we just finished claiming rewards from Drake's Chasm 5 times, giving us 2 5-star psychic power shards. Alright. I suppose... See, I really want to go and try to knock out one of these immortal codexes. I suppose I'll go ahead and do this first. Refresh opponents here. And nothing looks particularly doable in this current window. I could attempt Inspector 13, who only has about 40,000, 35,000 more VP than we do. But I think I won't. I think instead I will just let that, let the time go by, and we'll refresh that later. But I do want to go and try the Immortal Codex, like the healer one again, because I want to try not using Aaron this time, and instead just trying to heal the middle one as much as possible, and then when she dies, perhaps moving the healer to another location. I'm not really sure if that's going to work out, but I do want to give it a go. I don't know what the point of the auto fight on this is. If anybody knows, that would be cool, because I'm not sure if I'm missing something. I don't see any quests related, so I don't really understand why someone would auto fight one of these. Is it helpful in some way that I don't comprehend, perhaps? Alright, let's click challenge here. We've got the Wasteland Titan. Basically, there's a bunch of Aeonas up there that are going to be the only things that are doing significant damage. And so the whole point is just to keep those guys alive and dispelled of their debuffs. And that's why I have Aaron in here, because the only people that I have who dispel are Midan, Nisandi, and Aaron. Aaron is obviously not phenomenal, but he does have a dispel. There's actually a green guy, I think, Langland, I believe, also has a dispel, but I would prefer to use Aaron's over Langland's, right? Cody says bring Aelin if you haven't put her in auto fight. It's just your last fight / save fight. Yeah, right. So like, what's the point of doing an auto fight in this if you don't get like, what are you getting for doing an auto fight in this? And Cody says Aelin is literally one of the best healers for this. Right. The only thing is that Aelin does not have a dispel. I did intend to replace Aaron with her today and see if we can just heal through some of it by having Dao Chen and Aelin on the same one and just putting them on the bottom one, and then covering the rest of the group with the other guys. That's actually the intention of the moment, but I don't know if it will work or not. Figure we'll give it a shot by replacing him, doing without that dispel, and just letting that one die. Ultimately. So that's the plan. Let one die. Let's give it a go. I think that putting her there is going to be. I'm going to go look at her again real quick. She's actually a better AoE healer. Maybe she's not the one. Maybe I want to put somebody else right there. Maybe even. I don't know. Maybe no. I don't know. I think maybe it is her. I'm not sure. I could try putting. Nah, I'm just gonna try it like that. I'm arguing with myself here. It's good for you. All right. So we definitely have to try to get the dispellers in a good location, and I think with her we can face her up like this and cover 3 of the guys. That's adequate. We want to get somebody down here, put out Dao Chen on this one because she's the first one in the group. Okay, so I haven't used Aelin yet. This will be my first time for her. I intended, okay, hold on. We gotta get you Sandy where she can hit everybody. Maybe even right here would do. And then we can put Hollow here and Leia on this side and facing this way so that we can cover. Essentially, we've got the dispels covering, and I've got to remember which ones do dispels from their little emblems, which is not easy for me. That she won't hit the. So my understanding is that the purple, when it turns purple, that's when they need dispelled. But I don't have anybody who can dispel on this one in the middle right now. And yet, it seems like when she gets full health, it's no longer purple. So, is it accurate then that if they make it up to full health, then then the spell is gone? I'm not really sure how that works. It's not looking grand over here, I gotta tell you. It occurs to me I could use that, but it won't do good because it does not hit where she's at. So the healing through the dispel is not to the debuff rather. It's not really working out for me. Just getting slaughtered. We were able to get it down and then no longer. And I think it's because it decreases the damage. Part of that debuff decreases the damage that's outgoing as well. So we actually have to have the dispel in there. That is my conclusion from this. I could try it again, but Chill Out says, hey, how's it going well. How's it going with you, man? Kind of spam Aelin's ultimate and I put her in front of the boss. In front of the boss. Okay, hold on. I'll look again and see what you're talking about here. Okay. Did I not have her in front of the boss? Is that not where she? I mean, she's right there by the boss. You mean here rather than here? She hits more of them here. Unless you mean here. I didn't even know that was a spot. I'm so blind. I didn't even know you could put them here. Awesome. All right. Well, that's new and different. Okay. Not that it'll matter. Probably. If I can't get a dispel on this one, we won't even make it to the, that far in. Interesting. But we'll try it again. We'll try it the same method, but with her there. Otherwise, what am I doing here? Hold on. Now, yeah, we'll try this. And I could just let the guy go at the end and have the dispel this way, so that Midan could be dispelling the middle guy as well, and then it'll be the guy on the end who gets let go. Maybe that's a better idea. Let's go with that. And then otherwise we'll cover him this way, and this should work decently, I think. Again, we will lose the guy on the end, but that's kind of okay. He doesn't even activate for a whole minute anyway. Where was I trying to put this one? I wonder. We got the two over there. Maybe I was planning to do over here with this one. Who knows? Who knows? Cody says, yeah, Dao Chan isn't really the best here. Right, she's still a good healer. If you look at the stats, she does very, very well on healing. But yeah, you gotta keep her in healer mode, pretty much. So now that I have her here, I'll use her dispel, and that when she turns purple, is helpful, so. And previously I've tried switching Dao Chan back and forth, and maybe I could do that again. I don't know. I really don't have anybody better than Dao Chan to play, so. So what I'm currently looking for is purple, because again, somebody said that means that we have a debuff on them, and they're purple. Okay, there's some purple stuff up there. One of those guys I'm not going to be hitting with a debuff. I don't think. But the other one I am. So, let's see, what's her ultimate? When triggered, increases the hero's healing multiplier by 7%. Yeah, no reason not to hit that every time. That one's not quite ready yet. The guy at the top is dysfunctional, but that's alright. We didn't expect him to do anything anyway. Got a couple of those guys down. But letting the guy at the top go is probably the correct direction here. This is going to be the end of it, but we did get it up to S that way, at least. Obviously, that went a lot better to do that. Very cool about putting him in the middle there. I couldn't even see that spot. I didn't even know it was there. Even whenever when I grabbed her and started trying to put her out, I couldn't see that spot until I put it over the area. So let's see here. Chill Out says, doing good, getting beaten by Dragonshire. What is Dragonshire? Cody says, you probably got a level and put better gear on Aelin. Yeah, I think she's only level 50. I could be wrong. Maybe I did get her up. I'm not sure. She probably has nothing compared to the others right now. Pop Aelin's ultimate. Aelin's healing started to go crazy when that ultimate was popped. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And I do need to look and see what the stats ended up showing on that. I can tell you that even in this kind of condition, Dao Chan is still at the top, even though she's benefits from both stances. She's still the best healer that I have at the moment. Um, is Dragonshire another guild? Oh, okay. OJ says Dragonshire is one of the top guilds. Yeah. All right. So we had Dao Chen and then Aelin, which is very good because again, I don't think that she is maxed out. She has some gear on, but yeah, I think that's accurate. Well, let's go ahead and look at the rest of these real quick. Um, so basically, at the bottom of the healing, we had Nasandi and Midan. Both of those were not put in for their healing, however. They were put in for their dispelling. So for the actual healing, it would be Hollow, and then followed by Leia. So just to show you guys what that looks like. All right. And we got 200 Immortal Sovereigns as reward for that, apparently. So complete there. Heroes with dispel abilities can counter debuffs imposed by. Don't know what it said, but I assume it meant the Wasteland Titan, whether that's what it said or not. Let's see here. If you were popping Alien's ultimate, she would have been out healing Dao Chan. You had a lot of downtime with the heals because of that. Highly possible. I'm very bad at icon recognition, and so it's actually it's very difficult for me in that regard because it's all icons. There's no names, and so like it's difficult for me to remember which ones do dispels and which ones do heals because of the picture, right? So I need the names, and so I tend to have a problem with holding off on clicking the correct one very quickly. So it's a problem. All right, let's get out of there. And let's see. Let's go back out. I don't have much longer before I will need to go for a bit, but let's check on the heroes visit over here. We've got Hot Suit's quest. We completed that dispatch, and we got one legendary skill crystal shard for that. Hot Suit says, "You have fulfilled the redemption. Perhaps you can transcended mortal limitations and earned the forgiveness of the Nether God. However, do not forget that you live because of the will of the Nether God, not out of my gratitude. Now move on your path." She's so mean. So rude. Alright. So, we got that finished. Let's go over to the arena, where we can currently refresh our opponents. Alright. Now we have this person here, Corlo Nemo, with only Comet as his first 53,906 BP. We'll give that a go. And let's see here. Says his guild is Valhalla. New name after merger with another clan. And Sir Board is in chat. Very cool. Hey, how's it going, man? Cody says, I'm in chat 1. A good, just chilling. I know that you've told me how to change chats, and I have done it prior, but I actually always kind of forget about it because in the ones I guess that I'm normally thrown into, there's not a lot of chatting going on. Occasionally, I will go and throw out a congrats or something. Maybe I'm just not noticing the chat happen. I'm not really sure. Over here we have Comet. He's doing his thing. He has Festering Curse. Each attack deals 360% AoE damage, lasting for 15 seconds. But he's the only guy that they're going to be sticking out, because he's the only one on their team. It's kind of interesting. Out says, I never use in-game chat. It's so inconvenient. It seems like it's a thing that I forget exists, actually. So that was Corla Nemo with 53,906. He's an Ukrainian. And he has Comet, who did the highest damage on the board at 1,682,740, followed by Arrogance at 1,533,020, and then Setchum at 1,243,890. Starboard says, any luck with heroes? I'm not sure when the last time you were in was. I think the most recent good hero that I got was Aylin, who we were talking about a few minutes ago. She's a healer, very good healer. So I just actually used her for, I guess, the first time a little bit ago. OJ says, I think chat 1 is the only one that's really active. Cody says chat 1's a very interesting place, but I chill there whenever I'm farming. I like seeing people's builds, gear, and heroes. Interests. Alright, we got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that fight. And then we'll go back over here. Cody says ads. Okay. The next one we have who we can go up against is going to be Storied. Storied from the US of A here at 282,468 EP. They've got Hot Suit, and they've got that Raisin guy, and they've also got that Malvira chick. So, interesting. That's Xeris there. And then there's that demon girl who I've seen before, but I don't know who she is. We'll find out in a minute, maybe. Alright, so here's Storied. What are they gonna put out? I think maybe they're going to start with Malvira. Nope, they didn't. They started with Xeris, who has Enslaved, summons 4 Souls of the Damned, and reduces the summon number by 1 with each ultimate cast. A minimum of 1 Souls of the Damned can be summoned, so I think he does a lot of upfront damage, and then decreases damage over time. We got Raisin over here, or Ryzen, hurls a lightning spear and knocks onto the target, dealing 1 instance of 200% damage and triggering all activated drums of war, whatever those are. Afterwards, basic attack becomes 2 consecutive strikes for 15 seconds, with each strike dealing 80% damage. During this period, Drums of War can no longer be activated. When the ultimate ends, consumes all activated Drums of War. Drums of War seems like it would be something that would increase DPS for multiple people. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it feels like. Calypso, the demon girl. Calypso has Seal Stone, generates 1 Seal Stone that deals 20% damage to Calypso's target every time she attacks. Up to 4 instances of Seal Stone can exist at the same time. Alright, so now we have Malvira, who has Call of the Reaper. Pulls up to 6 furthest enemy targets in range toward the hero, then consumes all the hero's stacks of resentment to deal 600% AoE damage to up to 10 enemy targets in range. So, interesting. Alright, we got a victory against Storied, 282,468 EP. And stats show that Xeris topped the DPS at 2,815,590, followed by Arrogance at 2,717,340, then Setchum at 2,308,560, then Raisin at 2,168,090, and then it drops down into obscurity after that. So we got 3 arena coins and 5,000 XP potions for that. Chill Out says Malvira can't hit air. Yes. I don't know much about Malvira. I've seen her used in arena some. But all I know is what her ultimate says, so I don't actually know anything about her. But if she can't hit air, is she a lord though? Maybe they've got her in for her lord ability. If so, she does not appear to be a lord. Oh, we clicked on her. Cool. It took us to it. All right. Let's see about Mulveer. The guardian of life and death. Its power to shield herself and hunt down anyone who threatens the balance. Why would they want her in here? Let's see. Does she have anything that would be at all useful if she's not doing damage, right? If that's not, obviously that's not going to matter. No, there's absolutely no reason that I can see to have her in here unless something else was benefiting. But I don't see it. That's interesting. That's probably not the best choice. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get the BP up of the monsters by having. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. Let's see here. Over an event, we've got some Brave Conquest rewards. It's 40 diamonds there. Cody just got her A1 recently. Yeah. Cody says doesn't even have a lord to boost others as well. Right, exactly. I was thinking, well, maybe if they had a lord in the group, that they would be in some way benefiting from having Mulveer. Sometimes things, with the lords will stack up with the more of them that you have of that faction, the more that you get out of it. But I didn't see anything like that in their group. So no, I'm really not sure why they would have had her in there. Doesn't make a lot of sense. It does make sense for them not to put her out until the end. It doesn't make sense for them to have her at all, really. So interesting. All right, back out of there, and I probably better get out of here for a while. It's almost 1 o'clock. I've got to run. But it was definitely a pleasure seeing you all. It was fun being able to have a good conversation with everybody. Sir Board says I used 20 ancients on Nastia banner and pulled Valderon. So Valderon seems to be pretty good in arena. I've seen people use him very often. I don't know. It seems to be pretty good. But all right, yeah, I better take off. Again, it was a pleasure chatting with everybody. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time I go live. For now, I better run. See y'all later.